Yeah, it's my grandmother's recipe.
I don't know that you can legally do that anymore.
It's not like it's published. It's just like our family secret.
I don't think the publishing is the issue.
You might want to check with people on that.
Speaking of checking with people,
what?
You know what occurred to me earlier is like at some point we should probably like make an actual intro for this show. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? What show?
Well, you hit the red button, or I don't know if I don't know what color the button is, but the red light's on in the corner, which usually means other people can hear us. I don't think they heard your grandma's recipe though, so that's good.
Oh, well, that's okay. Maybe next time I'll share it with everybody.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No?
No.
Okay, fine. If you're going to be the moral police here, fine.
That is my job.
Oh, the ever-changing landscape of what's acceptable. Am I right? Thank God my president's back.
Damn it, you beat me. I definitely was going to make that joke as soon as possible that your guy was sworn in yesterday, and I think you knew that, and so you wanted to you did the old Letterman. You got out ahead of the scandal.
That's what I do sometimes.
And never mind. And the other stuff Letterman did. Anyway.
No. Bad. Oh, how are you today, Stoop? It's been a while since we've done this show.
Dude, I feel like I've woken from a long, deep slumber.
So you're woke now?
That's right. All the way woke.
Canceled.
I'm all right. Yeah, seriously, I feel like has it been a month or longer since we've done one of these?
It's been a minute. The last one we did was with Aaron. I think that was before Christmas.
And oh yeah, right. So wow. Think of what has occurred in the sports landscape since then. It's pretty funny. This is, by the way, all sports scene that we on this here channel that you people at home are currently consuming. We talk about sports. That's what we do here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, all of them. Like we've never not talked about a sport.
Ever. We never just spend an hour specifically avoiding talking about any sports at all.
Not a one.
Nope.
Well, I'm glad you're woke now. That's good. Proud of you.
Yeah. How about you, bud? How's your butthole?
Not great, actually. It's been a rough day.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we'll get there. Hopefully, it'll figure itself out for when I travel tomorrow. But
get to your butthole?
Yeah, got to get to my butthole.
And that's going to take some time.
I don't have that much flexibility.
So
I got to stretch. It takes a while.
What's stretching? You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, it is a rough day for poops and stoops.
I've had an okay day. I mean, I one of those days where I accidentally hit snooze on the old morning alarm, and then I woke up and it was 1 PM. That was a little. That's always kind of disorienting, and you always feel, when you get too much sleep, it's as bad or worse as not getting enough sleep. You're just kind of a fucking zombie all day. And then I blinked and it was 6 PM. And I was like, God, I got to talk to that fucking asshole.
Hi. It's been a rough day for my stoop, though, my front stoop, because this weather is so ridiculous. It's cracking the cement in my stoop, so that's fun.
Yeah. I'll have to, call my people.
You are the kid, so.
The child of your stoop.
The stoop child.
That'll be when I go like full, I go do my like African spiritual journey, and then I come back and, do like a djembe, flute album. That'll be Stoop Child.
Jesus. No stoop child left behind. All right, Stoop. What are we doing here? What are people about were watching, or why are they here?
Yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys and thems, this is Talking Out Our Ass, the only bi-weekly podcast that has never paid any of its staff for content creation. Normally every 2 weeks, and I said bi-weekly, and we all, you know what? We already addressed the elephant in the room, okay? It's been more than 2 weeks. Shut up, okay? Shut up. It's hard being alive.
Mhm.
But the way the show works is Sam and I, you're gorgeous and adequately hung hosts. We have a guest on, and we tell the guest ahead of time, hey, we need you to do all the work and preparation for this episode. We're doing none. And then we also tell the guest, don't tell us what the topic is that we're going to be interviewing you about. So we bring the guest on, the guest tells us what their topic is, and then Sam and I, clever as we are, have to formulate an interview on the spot. It's dumb. I
Mhm.
explained it to you, and from here, if you continue to watch or listen, that's your fault. That's on you.
Entirely on you.
I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
What is this show about again?
Been a minute since we did this. Guest. Do you have a guest?
Oh, yeah, that's an important part of the show.
Right.
Guest. I don't have my list, so I don't know who the guest is, but we'll figure it out. Oh, wait, yeah, I remember. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and theys and thems, you may know this person from their time at 670 The Score. You may know them from their time with Locked On Sox. You might even know them now from CHGO White Sox, or you might not even know them at all. It's the guy who thinks Ben Johnson is Pedro Grifol. It's Sean Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
5 inches, but it's thick.
Adequate. Like,
hey, it gets the job done.
It's not, it's just how you use it.
Yes.
Right. I mean, it's the motion of the ocean.
Motion of the ocean. And the oceans are rising. So there's more motion to go around.
Yep.
I just saw the ocean. I saw the Pacific one. And it's my least favorite one that I've seen. I've only seen 2 oceans. Can you guess which one the other one is?
The Indian Ocean.
No.
The Arctic Ocean.
No, that's a bad guess.
The Gulf of America.
That's not an ocean.
Damn it.
It connects the one that I've seen. You'll get it someone. We can skip it. This is
how many oceans are there?
I don't know that one. That's on my topic.
I was just gonna let Sam keep guessing. I was having a lot of fun.
The Nile River.
That's also not an ocean. That's a river.
In the name there.
Lake Michigan.
Yeah,
also in the name.
So technically, hold on. I get that it's technically in the name, but you could argue that the Great Lakes is an ocean.
Oh, for sure, you could argue that,
so,
and also that's something that I get into sometimes with folks who are not from the Great Lakes region, and so they think of a lake as like a body of water that you can clearly see the other side of, that people are fucking around on their jet skis or whatever, but it's like a little like resort, you know what I mean? They don't understand Lake Michigan is effectively an ocean for us. Like we have a fucking coastline here.
Right. And it goes for miles. And people are like, oh, the beaches are all concrete. That's just bullshit. You just don't go outside of like a 2-mile radius. Like there's a lovely beach over on South Shore, but no one ever talks about it because, hey, it's not in a neighborhood they like to go to. You go to the neighborhood, though, and you go to the lovely beach and you see how lovely the fucking beaches are. I like this because I haven't been able to swear on a show for a bit because now we're on TV and now I get to say fuck and shit and poop and butt. And
yes, but you have to do the air quotes every time.
Well, I had to ask if I could flip people off today. I wanted to flip off. I know we don't talk sports, but I had to flip off the Houston Astros today because I was talking about Andy Pettit. So, B-Flow, shut up. Like, we get it. You don't want to be here, but you also have nothing to do. Okay. I have the keys after dark because there's technically no keys. It's just a keypad. So I just punch it in to the thing and then boop, boop, boop. But I'm also just working. Some people have a job that they have to stay late. We all don't work 9 to 5. Some people are artistic creatives like moi.
Hey, he's got a job. He's got very important tweets to put out every 30 seconds.
Me too.
Well, honestly, I don't tweet enough. You look at that CHGO White Sox thing, and that page has been dark.
Well, so hire this guy. He's all about it.
Do you think that is somebody that's on it, or that's just Mrs. Beefloaf?
We don't
doesn't
know.
her name start with a K?
Honestly, we don't ask questions because we're afraid to find out who our audience actually is.
Oh, I'd be afraid.
Yeah, right. I mean, who?
Well, we know one person who's watching, and it's apparently the animatronic Sammy Davis. So that guy. I know it's a tough topic, but also that guy's creepy. So we know he's watching. So hi.
Animatronic, like a robot, is what? That's tough.
That's not my topic.
How are you today, though, bud? What's been going on?
Oh, nothing much. It's been such a joy. I just got back from Mexico. As I said, I saw the Pacific, and it was like 80 degrees there. And then the 2 days that I get to walk to work are on the CTA, it's at 7 yesterday, and today it's at -3. But it was partly cloudy, so I got to see some sun, and I just started thinking, how bad would this be if it was cloudy out?
Well, hey, I mean, you got one up on me. I never get to see my son. What about the? I mean, we got to do this, right? We got to get just a minute of this out of the way. How are you feeling about the news in the last 24 hours regarding the Chicago Bears?
Oh, I honestly didn't know where you're going with that. I thought you might have asked America, and I was like, I know we don't talk sports here.
We are before we brought you on. We already covered how Sam got his guy.
Yeah,
and so everything's about to be great for the next 4 years.
Yeah, congratulations to Sam and to America, the beautiful.
God bless.
Oh, God is watching.
Oh yeah,
God's always.
Anyways,
hopefully not this show, but
I thought that Ben Johnson seemed like a godless creature today. There was something very hollow about him coming in and cheering like he was at like a Kmart. Something about Hallis Hall today from that aspect of being up on the top looked mallish. And I feel like in about 25 years, there's going to be a YouTube content creator that walks Hallis Hall because it's abandoned, and you'll have like abandoned Hallis Hall. So I think that, there was something very off-putting about at least what him landing. And also, I don't watch this content creator just another year, but man, there's something weird about being on Periscope, driving around Chicago O'Hare, I believe, stalking Ben Johnson's fucking plane.
Oh yeah, and he wasn't the only one. Not O'Hare, Pelwaukee's Chicago Executive Airport up there.
Oh yeah, I'm not elite enough to know about that. But yeah, Beefloaf's guest BZ tweeted that this is the most unemployed behavior that I've ever seen, and the guy's like, "I have a job," and it's like, "Yeah, buddy, is it driving around fucking Chicago Executive Airport?" That was fucked. That's some weird content there.
Yeah,
like we are really getting into some like dark TMZ shit where people are going on like you're seeing paparazzi develop. Like that person specifically there is trying to be sports paparazzi, and that's his job. That's scary.
Maybe that's what his job is.
Did anyone check his LinkedIn?
He works for TMZ.
Well, I agree. That video did. By the way, it was taken down, which is weird. But I bet
it weirdly. He was talking to the other content creator. I bet they weren't talked to by airport security. What the fuck are you doing here?
Now I'm talking about the video of Ben Johnson walking into Hallis Hall and getting the ovation from people.
Yeah, it was because the people were on their cell phones recording it. The Bears had like a official camera set up, so they probably told them.
But it did. I agree with you that it very much had the vibe of like that time that Pitbull showed up to that Walmart in Alaska because they won a contest. It was very much that same kind of thing. Also, does Ben Johnson have eyebrows? Before today, I didn't really know what he looked like, and I was a little disturbed.
Well, it's scary now that I produced the Cub Show and Luke Stuckmeyer did lookalikes, and he compared Ben Johnson to Fred Hoiberg. And I thought that Luke was doing this lookalike thing because these people look like Luke Stuckmeyer. So if you know what Luke Stuckmeyer looks like, then you know what Fred Hoiberg and Ben Johnson look like.
Yeah,
I mean, they're very there's like three white guys. There's
plain men.
Yeah.
Blonde, skinny white guy.
Yeah.
There's what you and I look like, Stoop. And I mean, Sam, you kind of fit into it. You're like a little bit more orangey than we are, but like, either you got black hair and no hair, or black hair and long hair, or, black, like it's just black hair guy. And then,
copy paste.
And then what's that? The fat guy, white guy.
Yeah. And then you copy
those are the three white guys.
You copy paste those and you kind of vary the heights. I mean, I've never seen, you in person, Sean. But I think there's probably like a foot between us, but that doesn't matter.
I'll tell you.
Well, I don't want to give it away. I'm always sitting down on the channel. It's a surprise.
Oh, so I no, but I'm not tall. So I'm 5'8". I say I think it says 5'9" on my driver's license. So is it over under?
Wow, breaking news here. He lied on his driver's license.
Arrest that man.
Don't talk. We can't talk about my driving.
I think my license says
I got stopped at the airport. I went through customs and they said your middle name and last name lines up with somebody on the most wanted list or something.
Oh,
and I said, do I have a choice to go to the back room? And he said, you used to. And I thought that was interesting that you used to be able to be like, oh, no, thank you. I have somewhere to be.
No, thanks.
I was weirdly only like, about two seconds being in the back room and then they let me go. But it was odd that just my middle name and last name. And I'm like, Anderson could be any ethnicity. And Williams very just, that's I think a biblical
also
name.
All three names very generic.
I easily could have been like, spotted for somebody who's like Latino or black. So then they just looked up the person that I got flagged for and they're like, oh, it's a black guy versus white guy. It's easy. Let them go.
Yeah, I worry sometimes. Like I make sure if I'm going through TSA to kind of shave first because I've been, I can look Arabic adjacent, and that's if you can avoid looking that way in an airport, I think it behooves you.
I feel like if I was gonna compare someone to you like look wise off the bat, just off the cuff, I would say Serge from System of a Down.
I get that too. I get that too.
So yeah. I could see the Middle Eastern connection.
Right.
Even though you're pasty white.
Well, they're Armenian, right? Armenia that's not really the Middle East, right? Is it?
That's America, I think is what you're trying to say.
Yes,
everything's America now, baby. Gulf of Mexico, America. Canada, America, baby.
America.
Greenland, America. It's America, baby.
I heard a good question today on the radio that if they're changing it to the Gulf of America, will the state New Mexico now also be New America, or is it just going to be called New or
New America?
Yeah, right.
Would that have to go for New York as well? I mean, he's obviously from New York, but that's Dutch.
Oh yeah, it's got to be new
Trump
and new, and then like a Native American word that's been appropriated, like Chicago or Milwaukee, because that's the only thing that could be American.
Nothing beats it being a translation to stinky onion. This place means stinky onion.
That's the best.
What a gorgeous place we live in.
The best.
With an ocean.
The best. And what's funny is that like life imitated art, so to speak, afterwards, because it was named Smelly Onion because it was a swampland and onions were growing, whatever. And then like a century later, maybe a little less than a century later, it was all the stockyards. So then it really did just smell like fucking shit in the whole city. Right. So it was like, life imitating art in that way. I love that. And now it smells like shit because people are shitting.
Well, and that's the crazy thing too. And I've watched enough YouTube videos to try to understand this, and I still don't. So it really just tells you the feat of humanity that they reversed the river and didn't tell anybody and just sent all that shit downriver. Like, there you go, Gulf of America. You're just actually Chicago's sewer. So thank you very much. Thank God we have to name that fucking shit.
And I think a lot of people don't know this is where our rivalry with St. Louis comes from. St. Louis has a legitimate gripe with Chicago because our shit used to flow into Lake Michigan, but we're like, we drink out of Lake Michigan. So we turned it around and sent all our shit directly to St. Louis. And
we are the asshole neighbors.
St. Louis was down there like, yo, guys.
we tap danced at like 3 a.m. and started blaring like show tunes. Like, we are the asshole upstairs neighbors.
Correct.
But yeah, fuck St. Louis.
Fuck St. Louis. Fuck St. Louis is the moral of the story, though.
That decision 100 years ago that I had nothing to do. My fucking family was in Ireland. Like, yeah, I can look at that and say, fuck St. Louis. I'm glad I'm living in Chicago and not fucking St. Louis.
I think we all are. All right, Sam, sorry. Do your hosting thing.
No, this is great. I'm having fun with this.
Yeah, Sam, honestly, just stop. I mean, we can just go to the chat. So Beefloaf saying 5'8", sure, Jan. Fuck you. Honestly, like, dude, I am 5'8". You've seen me. You squared me up. You absolutely know that I'm not lying about my height. And you could I'll bring a ruler next time and we can go to 5'8". I am 100%. My dad used to do the whole fucking door thing. This is very important to me. I don't have my hair anymore. I have the ability to at least say I'm 5'8".
So you and he are about the same height then?
Beef?
Yeah.
I don't know. Beef is taller than me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you could have.
No shoes is not fair. I wear shoes consistently. I even wear shoes inside the house. So at least I got to get my flats. And the flats get me like that half inch that get me to 5'8".
He just wants to see your feet.
Do we round up? And who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't is a great question.
So let's get into this, guys. All right. My hands are very sweaty. I have hyperhidrosis. That also means my feet are very sweaty. I'm not wearing gloves consistently, so the back of my hands dry out. But my feet never dry out because I'm always wearing socks. So honestly, I have the feet of a child. It's a very hairy child, but I do have beautiful feet. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone is looking to see my feet.
Because they really want to be looking at children's feet.
Well, hey, man,
anybody want to see a hairy child foot?
Those creeps are out there, man. I didn't actually think about it that way. So I'm glad the hosts are here to call me out. This is why we should have fact checkers in political debates, because you never know what could be said.
Hire me at CHGO. I'll be your on the spot, in the moment fact checker, real time fact checker.
See, like I have such a panic that like I need to make sure that I'm not saying anything wrong, because I hate when people are like, well, actually,
that's why you're hiring me. But the thing is, my stipulation is that I won't correct if I like the thing that you said that was wrong. I'm not going to correct that. It'll only be fact that I want to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they have to actually be a fact, or is it just these are Stoops facts?
You'll never know.
Well, I kind of want to know.
And he won't tell you that he's fact checking.
I mean, if you
Sam,
knowing is the basis for my hiring, then sure, I'll let you know.
Can we put off the topic just for a little bit? I honestly want to kind of interview Stoop here. I kind of want to just go back and forth and see if he's the right fit for the job.
So you're running the show. Let's go.
Do you have any ulterior motives? Like, do you have any narrative that you want to push specifically?
God.
Well, I don't want people knowing about the space laser. So whatever it takes to obfuscate that. Otherwise,
what would you use the space laser for?
Well, starting wildfires, of course. But
point. So is this a laser from space pointed at the Earth, or a laser in space pointed at space?
Do you not know about the Jewish space laser?
No, sir.
Wow, you must live a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, I have a wife.
Oh,
well, but Sam, you have a wife. Are you healthy?
I do. No. God, no.
Okay. Because I'll hold my comment.
No, there's a congressperson named Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh yeah, I heard about her.
Who's a real truth teller, a real genius, a real Renaissance woman, and she tells it like
I saw something. Martin Luther King was mainly like, he was kind of like half disliked, because Martin Luther King Day yesterday. It said something like Martin Luther King, when he was alive, like was half disliked by America. So you could probably call her the MLK of our day.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, because she removed the veil from society's eyes, and spoke truth to power when she talked about the Jews collectively having control of a giant laser in space, and that's the real cause of climate change and natural disasters. So that's the only thing I don't want your viewers to know about when I work for you as your fact checker, because I need to maintain, me and my people need to maintain control of the space laser and relative anonymity. I can say it on this show because no one watches this show.
It's true.
Okay. So I like the idea of a space laser being, I like the idea of a space laser maybe being used to like protect Earth from like an asteroid or something.
I would use it to direct the asteroid towards us very directly. Now look at this asshole having friends and a social life. What a dick.
That's not what's happening. I have no idea how to explain what's happening. So why don't you guys talk to each other real quick?
Well, I mean, was that the only interview question? All right, he's gone. Hey Sam.
Let's let him figure it. They're like, what in the damn hell is going on in here?
I have a fear when he comes back, he's gonna be on a different set.
You're like, what in the hell are you doing with our stuff? And who are these two that are on the no-show list?
So, do you think you would hire me to be your fact check? I mean, that's basically what I do for your company anyway.
You fact check me?
Yeah.
The fuck have you ever had to fact check me?
All of it, all the time.
Stupid. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm pretty stupid.
Exactly.
So facts don't mean anything to me because I'm not going to remember them.
Well, it's not about you remembering. It's about, covering us legally.
That's fine.
Covering us in a viscous fluid.
But I'm still going to do this again.
Oh, no. We got Sean fired. First, we got Herb fired. And now we got Sean fired.
Hey, at least it's not over the holidays.
So,
hey, he's back.
Hey, he's back.
It's very awkward when there's a glass door on the other side of where I'm looking, and it was very interesting when your boss is just kind of staring at you through the glass window, and you're like, "Oh, I actually didn't clear this with anybody. I didn't say, hey, can I put the word ass behind me?" And also CHGO merch that you could buy at chgolocker.com. So I did think it was a little bit more important. Sorry to be a rude guest here to clarify to my boss that I was just having fun with it. And this is a one-time thing. So I'm going to nervously itch my hand for the rest of the
Yeah. I mean, we hope it's not a one-time thing. But also the most important question now is, can your boss hear me?
No, my boss can't hear you. You're good.
Oh, that's too bad. Fuck.
He might have heard a little bit of the space laser stuff.
Yeah, but, Well, good. I hope not, because I'm trying to keep it a secret. That's why I'm
okay. But hold on. So you're trying to gain control of it, or do you have control?
No.
You have control.
Yes, it's the Jews collectively. We all have control. of it. We all get a turn.
Is this too personal? Are you Jewish?
Well, at least half. And I was raised with those sort of rituals and whatnot. And I live in Skokie, which is
I love Skokie.
Locally is funny. Locally has the reputation for being rather Jewish, which compared to the Earth, I guess it is. But like at the height of its Jewishness ever in the 70s, it was like a quarter, like 20 something percent, I think, or something, and it's less now. And the large Jewish population that we do have here are the Orthodox, which is essentially like the Amish living in your town. We don't really have a lot of mingling. They have their own schools and grocery stores and banks and whatnot. Not that we don't control all the banks, of course we do. But anyway, Sam,
Stoop,
you want to,
Well, I don't know. Does Sean still want to interview you?
We could talk about the space laser. It could probably come out.
I'd love to do a long form, give you an interview of me to potentially be hired as your fact checker later.
Give you an interview.
I mean, we have the time now. There's no time better than present. I mean, we can start this on Thursday.
Well, we're trying not to do this for 3.5 hours. We don't really like podcasts that go that long. So anyway, Sam, go ahead, be a host, bud.
So go ahead, Sam.
Oh, Sean, you're totally good, man. No worries. Well, Sean, what is this interview gonna be about?
Honestly, I was just gonna see if we could avoid all of this. We got to 30 minutes, and this is the furthest. So my topic today is ass, and not the butt. This show is my topic. I am an expert in talking out our ass.
No way.
And I'll tell you how deep I will be. We can go into that. But honestly, no one has gotten this deep into the show before revealing their topic. A large part of my day today has been trying to get to the point where Sam asked this question, and no one has gotten this deep into the show. I think the deepest that someone has gone is about 13 minutes. I didn't watch all the episodes, but
That's awesome.
I didn't watch every single episode. And I think I got 18 of the 30. This is obviously the 31st one. But yeah, no one's gotten this deep into the show without revealing the topic. So that was my main goal without telling you. It was to not tell you the topic for as long as possible. And I'm pretty proud with a half hour.
That's a damn good bit, and I appreciate a very good bit.
My ego has never felt so good. I am rock hard right now. It's funny.
Are you stoked? You said alive and not stoked about it. Are you?
Well, yeah, that part.
Stoked?
That part. You know, I'm stoked about
Stoked
what you
about this part
just said, but still, I wouldn't care if I weren't alive. Anyway,
dude, I think one thing that we could do for your, just as an avid watcher, one thing that we could do for your set, because Donnie Pantherina asked, "Did you not see the yarmulke?" No, I didn't, and that's the one thing that I think Stoop could do. Sam has something called lights. He has a light on in his home. You could buy a ring light that attaches to that, and people could actually see the full outline of you. It is very weird to just see, like, not even a full face because you have the beard. It's really just like 3/4 of your face is sticking out of camo. So you look very, you know, on the set of fucking Predator right now.
Well, it's very deliberate. I don't want you to see me. If I should just start doing this in like a full shiesty.
Can you say that word?
What?
Can you say that word?
I didn't. I said a soft Y, but it's very deliberate, Sean. There's a light on the wall right there, and I turn it off before I start this.
Turn it on.
No.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
Peer pressured.
Turn it on. Hell yeah.
We want to see you.
Yeah.
Oh God, turn it off. Turn it off.
Ooh.
I get it now.
Yeah.
This is worse. Now I look like a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
I look like an not yet unlocked character, but in reverse, you know, the opposite.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I will say though, I really appreciate you deliberately drawing out Sam asking what the interview is going to be about, because usually that's exactly, we don't plan on it, but that's usually exactly what Sam and I are doing at the beginning of these episodes.
Shit. No way. You guys talk for 7 minutes about nothing. You're like, it's crazy. It's like you're fucking procrastinating for something you don't know that's going to happen. I like how you said you're going to talk for 3.5 hours with me about what? This show's about fucking nothing. I don't even know what we're talking about. I didn't know what we were talking about before we started this show. I was trying to watch as many episodes as possible, and I got to 18 to 30, and I said, fuck it, that's fine. Hey, I have enough to talk about it.
Hey, a show about nothing is a successful formula. Sam's favorite TV show of all time is Seinfeld.
I know, and it was fucking episode 27 with Nick Morawski, episodes 8 to 12. Because the one thing I didn't want to do was pick a topic that someone already picked, and I said, "There's no fucking way people pick this fucking show as a topic."
Yeah, no, this is super, super meta and up our own ass, and no one's gonna appreciate it more than us and the 9 people watching. That's
the whole thing. You know, that's fantastic. The whole gag. Who's Theron? I have a question for you guys. Episode 19. I didn't actually get to click on that episode, but that was the most viewed episode I saw. My second goal, besides delaying the topic, was getting the most viewed talking out our ass. And it's 111 with episode 19 with Theron.
Wow, that was the most viewed? That's sick.
Yeah, I think so.
That's sick, considering that dude has 0 social media. I mean, he does have Twitter, and he sees the activity on Twitter, but it's a private account. He doesn't follow anybody. He doesn't ever say it. You know, he's a ghost. But Theron was our fourth in our charity golf outing foursome with your former partner Herb Lawrence.
Oh.
CHGO outing at St. Andrews Club.
And to be a somewhat serious answer to your question, he's one of my best friends for the last like 10, 11 years.
That's cool.
And then he and Sam and I will get together, play some golf. Do you play any golf? So
I've gone to the driving range in Skokie, my fucking lovely place, with my wife, and I was surprised at how much she could hammer a ball. I you know, in a perspective of golf, in a golf arena, you know, in a golf driving range setting. I didn't know my wife could hammer a ball like that.
Said it again.
I wanted to clarify.
Okay. What did I just ask you? Oh yeah, do you play
Oh,
golf? You didn't really answer that.
Oh yeah, so like I've gone to driving ranges before, and I've had played a round once with my father. I don't think I did. I can really do well with irons.
Okay.
But
Do
I
you
and
think
I did decently driving last time, so I think like I could go for a round. I don't know how well I could do, but I think I've played like 2 rounds.
Do you think you would be better at golf than Herb Lawrence?
I don't know how. I don't think Herb's good at golf. If I've never seen him play golf, and I just have to say that he's probably not good at golf.
He's not.
Love and respect.
He'll tell you he's not.
He's not.
Yeah, I mean,
he told us he was.
He would say some wise snapping comment. And
well, the thing is that
he
told us he wasn't good. I told him that I wasn't good, and I was trying to kind of be modest. I mean, I'm certainly not as good as Sam is. And Theron is somewhere between me and Sam, but boy, we all just absolutely fucking hacked it up that day. It was miserable.
Yeah, we had
and
no
that was
chance.
like a fucking nice course, wasn't it?
It was so nice. It was so nice, and I've never been more like adrenaline filled at ever for a round of golf. And also I just don't perform well early in the morning, which I don't know. It was probably like 11 a.m., but that's early in the morning for physical activity for me. So
did you take any substances?
Well, they gave everyone a free giant big ass can of C4 energy drink. CHGO did.
And I think they're a sponsor, so I love C4.
I know what. No, it was funny because it was, they put certain things like that like in the carts for everyone, and it was funny coming back and parking the carts and noticed that everyone had left their C4 can in there untouched. No one wanted that shit.
I'm just not an energy drink guy. I've never used cocaine. So it's like I just gonna drink.
Don't want that much of it for sure.
No.
And when I told you, like, I'm already like charged up with adrenaline and like jittery, I don't need extra of that.
By the third hole, you're pissing yourself, Liam Neeson style.
Yeah, I mean, I did that anyway, but that's just for leisure, you know.
No, yeah.
He was trying to stay warm.
It's a control thing for you.
Yeah.
What a topic. Sam, I asked a question. Now it's your turn.
You asked him if he likes to play golf.
I'm sorry, is that not a question?
It was a question.
See?
There's a question mark at the end.
That's the official. That's the official question decider.
Who's the person in the stenographer in the courtroom that types everything out?
Yeah.
Can you read that back for me?
The stenographer would put a question mark on that.
See, and we've got one. You just never see them, and they don't get paid. None of us get paid.
None of us.
Sam keeps Sam keeps the millions of dollars that Ass makes for himself.
I'd make a joke about, am I going to get paid for this? But Aaron literally just did that on the last episode, so I can't steal that episode or steal that joke.
You having just watched it, you remember that episode a lot better than either of us does because it feels like it was so long ago.
It was at least probably 2 weeks.
It was more than 2 weeks. I know because we had a guest that wasn't you that we kept trying to get on and it for like a month straight. Anyway. We're not at liberty to say because they never signed the contract. You know that long legal disclaimer that you signed before this? You know
what, Beeflo? Fuck those people who left. If they don't want to talk golf, I don't want them anyway.
This is really a golf first show.
How many people are watching? This is important.
Currently 7.
Whoa! All right, we'll take it.
We got up to 11 at one point.
It's probably just like our one fan and their 6 burners, but it doesn't matter.
I'm fine with that.
Who's that fan? Do you know the fan?
I've got my guesses, but Sam.
I hope nobody likes me.
Please ask a question.
I'm about to. Sean, in these 18 episodes that you watched, what topic stood out most to you as like, that would be interesting, and then didn't watch it?
So, that was the thing. It was just a time thing. I would love to watch all of the episodes, but it's about 30 hours of content, and I had to work.
This is why we only do an hour.
Well, it makes sense. So I thought that there was a lot of good topics. There were some ones that were pretty bad as well. I really liked Not Larry's Nutty Putty Cave, John Edwards Jones. That would be one that I would go back and listen to.
That's the terrible deaths one.
Yeah, that was like pretty much the terrible deaths one. Like,
death.
The guy stuck in the cave. Yeah.
We
talked about that. Yeah,
horrible. Like horrible feeling. Like I couldn't listen to that. That'd make me want to shoot myself. I thought that Nick Morawski's episodes 8 to 12 of Seinfeld was at least just very niche. So I liked the niche on top of the niche there. I thought that Keelan gave it a good shot.
You're looking at notes right now. You took notes.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, brother. Keelan gave it a good shot, and I don't mean that to be disparaging at all. That I liked Keelan's of history of roller coaster accidents in North America.
I was stoked. I could do that for 12 hours.
You wanted to.
That's a very good one. I like that idea. There was also Herb. At least I got to give a shout out to Herb. He said, "What is the best decade?" I think that was at least a good thing, or you could just ask a ton of questions. So that it's very open ending, at least for the show and the hour.
Okay,
and then,
pause. Hang on. What's the best decade to you in the context of that episode?
Do I have to do I have to listen? Do I have to live in that decade?
No. Just what's the best one?
It's like 1790s.
And yeah, you know what? I specifically don't want you to elaborate on why. I just want you to name a decade and then keep going.
Oh,
yeah, because I want it to be a mystery to the listener.
1440.
Great decade. Love it. Yeah, love that decade.
I know.
My uncle.
If you're not going to let me elaborate, then you got to shut up.
Oh, this is Sam's favorite episode now. Oh boy.
But I think the best topic was Scandival from Matt Zawoski.
Oh God.
I could have easily done Real Housewives with you guys. I could have done fucking Traitors with you guys. I love nasty, disgusting reality dating shows, and I didn't even watch that. I literally just had my wife and her friend tell me about Scandival, and I just lived vicariously through it, and it was a great way to have conversations. It's just literally gossip about other people. Yeah. I love it. I fucking eat it up. It's great. So Zawoski going out on a limb and doing Scandival. At least I really respected Matt for that one.
How sarcastic are you being when you say that? When you say
that was your
favorite episode? That was genuinely your favorite episode?
I didn't. So no, you're thinking that I sat here and fucking watched 18 episodes, 18 hours.
Fair.
No, I tried to get to the point where Sam asked, "So what's our topic?" So I watched about probably 10 minutes of 18 episodes and got to the topic part. There was some point.
Much. I'm so sorry you did that.
I chose it. God damn it. It's fine. What's wrong with you? I mean, hey, there was a cab driver one time. I got back from the airport and the cab driver said, "Do not say sorry. I did not hurt you, or you did not harm me." Like, you didn't harm me, you know? Like, you just,
are you sure?
Yeah.
If I can ask a personal question, are you in therapy? Do you do talk therapy?
Oh, so I had a therapist, Brian, I believe was his name, and he was just like, he didn't take enough charge. Like, as you could tell, hey, I got a little bit of a boisterous personality, and I just thought the therapist was kind of like an ass, you know? I thought he wasn't controlling enough in a way. So I have gone to I know we're not supposed to broadcast when you're in groups like this, but I've gone to Al-Anon, so like a talk group therapy, and I've liked that a lot better. It's me and 12 other women all over the age of 60, and I love them very, very dearly. So awesome. I have found Al-Anon to be better than a one-to-one talking situation.
No, demographically, that's like best case scenario for that, I think. That's good. But yeah, I mean, I only asked about that because, like, you said that watching 18 hours or 180 minutes of this didn't harm you, and I was just thinking, like, I think your therapist.
He just doesn't know that doesn't know that it harmed it yet.
Honestly, some of them I didn't even watch. Like, so respect to Beefloaf. Beefloaf, I think, had the second most watched video. Herb was third with 70. Beefloaf had 79, and then Theron
wrote this shit
shot up
down.
with 111.
He's done so much more work than we've ever done for this show.
Beefloaf did sports betting, but he's done that before on his 108 stuff. So
called out.
He picked one in his wheelhouse, but I was glad that you wrote the topic in the title. There was a stretch from like episodes 14 to 18 where you wrote the topic in the title. It's way better to just say, you got to watch the first 10 minutes because you're at least getting some watch time. I mean, those people who watch for 11 minutes, they at least waited for the fucking title or the topic, and we got them to watch for like 29 minutes. So I think, honestly, that's just the best thing for the show is just delay the topic.
So don't put the topic in the title of the video.
No.
All right.
No, don't worry. I got very lazy and stopped doing that. So,
but you told me also not to tell you until the show. So
we still need to know.
Did you go back into
I went back on
okay.
YouTube editing.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, he went back after the fact.
Yeah. Now I'm definitely far too lazy to remember to ever do that again. So
perfect. Just like we're too lazy to figure out how to stream this on Twitter like we used to. Oh no!
Well, no, we know how.
No, we're not too lazy. We're too cheap.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
You gotta pay money.
Dumb shit.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not giving Elon any fucking money. Fuck you, piece of shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Shit. Wait, that was damn it. Now it's my turn to ask a question. Fuck. What was so your favorite topic was Scandival?
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, and shout out to Aaron. I liked sharks, fictional sharks in movies and books. That's fun. I can't say that that's not fun. That's fun.
What was the topic that you most would like to kind of like butt into the conversation on? Besides, I guess other than Scandival, which Sam and
I wouldn't jump in on Scandival because that wasn't something I watched. I didn't watch Scandival.
Yeah, we didn't either.
It was more. No, I know.
Fucking idea.
I know. It was more, but like honestly, if you guys watch Trader season 3 and watch Tom Sandoval for like a minute,
I will not.
No, but like I would trust OJ with my kids more than Tom Sandoval.
He's a good dad, right?
I liked Tristan's Bad Music. Is it actually good? I didn't get into some of the other early ones. So that's kind of on me, but I honestly think that I would go with Bad Music. Is it actually good? Addison Rae. I don't know if you guys know about Addison Rae. She's a content creator. She did 8 TikTok dances with Jimmy Fallon on Tonight Show. But she released a song this year, Diet Pepsi. And that song is, hold on, that song's very bad the first time you listen to it. But as Kevin Brown, who the fuck is the Baltimore Orioles broadcaster?
Kevin Brown. He
put it, that's his 5th favorite song of 2024 was Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae. And I think if you listen to that song about 10 times, you'll actually like the song. It's a good song. It's a good tune. Is he gone? Do you have to shit?
No, he just does this sometimes.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, my headphone thing. It's not worth explaining. Something fell, and it's fine.
Okay,
everything's fine. That's what I want on my tombstone. Except I don't want to be buried, so put it on the glad bag that my ashes go in.
Would you change it to dead and stoked about it?
Yes. Except that wouldn't be like accurate because you can't be stoked if you're dead. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I believe. I think it lights the fuck out. And yeah. Anyway,
and you're stoked about it.
Let's talk more about dying.
Ooh,
Sean, what topic would make you want to die the most?
From your show?
Yeah.
Oh, so respectfully, I don't know this person, so I don't mean to be a dick. And I actually didn't end up watching the whole episode, so maybe I would have fallen in love with this personality. But Rishab Sakiri, episode 29, shout out, love you. I'm not trying to hate any content creator. It's a very difficult life. But your job is Chicago Bears, and you pick the Chicago Bears being ass. Like I get it. You're not supposed to do any work for the show. Like, talk about your grandmother's cooking. Like, I mean, come on. Like, talk about something that's a little bit more near and dear to your heart. Like, even Beef Loaf going to, you talked about golf earlier, going to the club, what the fuck do you call it? Bag of clubs, right? Like, Beef's not going with the driver in White Sox baseball, but he's going to a trusty 9-iron with sports betting, or maybe his like 8-iron with the 9-iron being accounting, right? Like that's the thing that, Rishab went with his driver. And I don't know. This show is not a driver show. This show is a 3-iron. This show's a 4-iron. Respectfully, like I love the idea of the show.
Honestly, that's a solid logical argument. I liked him and the timing too. Like I had wanted to get some takes off anyway, but yeah, I think not going with a driver is a good way to put it. And also, I think that that Beef Loaf very deliberately has never tried to talk White Sox baseball with me because I think that he would want to fight. I think he'd want to fight me. I'm so nihilistic about them, as some might say, cynical even.
I don't dislike the nihilism. It's just now I'm at a point where it's like if the nihilism isn't actually on point, I'm gonna hate you. Because
Mm.
like we get it, sell the team, but like, can you actually have like a nuanced take on it? Of like, clearly Jerry is like ripping onto this as a radicalized billionaire and has no idea, and this is basically just like his favorite toy that he's gonna be fucking buried with. Like,
Correct.
we have to root for someone's death, and it's weird. I can't say that on my show because we have sponsors, and one of the sponsors is their fucking TV network. But like, you have to root for a man's death. It doesn't make me feel great saying that.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
love Jerry Reinsdorf. I will continue to give him all of my money.
Good
yeah,
for
this
you.
is a very pro Jerry channel. We
But also, like, hey, I've had a job for 3 years because of him.
We enjoy putting our collars on and getting on all fours and letting him piss on our backs. We love it. It's the best.
We are his little piss pigs.
That's right.
You guys said that better than I could.
Thank you. That's why we get paid the big bucks.
But yeah, I think the most ass topic was the Chicago Bears being ass.
Okay.
Fair. Oh, and just the one that, like, this is just one that I wouldn't watch. Because, like, again, going back to the 3-iron, 4-iron, Keelan's reading a Wikipedia page. Like, that's true. Like, I didn't do any research. We're gonna find this out together. Like, I like that. For at least the show part. Brett, overall Hafner, throwing out the downfall and the downfall and potential comeback of Marvel. For me, as somebody who has seen, I think, 2 Marvel shows, that's a snooze fest right there. So that one's a
yeah. I think that's probably, if you were to chart it, and it wouldn't, I probably wouldn't be that difficult, but that's probably the episode in which the percentage of Sam talking to me talking was the heaviest in favor of Sam.
That might be the only episode where I talk more than Stoop.
Correct. That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to say, but nicer to me. But yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Baloney made a PowerPoint. Did you like Baloney's PowerPoint?
He did.
Yes, the best PowerPoint. A few people have given us like documents or something to show. His PowerPoint was the best of that.
Okay, sure. I don't think I got to the document part one, so I didn't. Baloney was not one of them. I watched his wife's, but I didn't get to the actual topic. That was the last one that I was on. I didn't get to the topic. It was 6:58, and I said, "Oh shit, I better join." But then I realized again, like, but I don't know. Anyways, but
then
I thought Julie's I didn't see.
What he stopped himself from saying, folks, is then he realized that none of this fucking matters. And those guys are idiots. And if it starts at 7:05, who gives a shit? No one's watching. That's what
Nobody gives a fuck.
And he's right.
And he's very right. We don't even give a fuck.
That's why, we have,
that's the thing is, like,
we have offers just pouring in for sponsors, and we decline all of them because we don't want to be beholden to the man. You know,
but like this is the perfect way to do YouTube, is to not like to be so nonchalant about it, because like there are people like Mr. Beast that like alienate everyone in their lives and literally make it their one goal to be YouTube God. And I'm glad that you guys are doing the exact opposite. I would rather hang out with you two than Mr. Beast.
We literally don't want to be found.
Yeah, we don't. People shouldn't watch this or listen. I question the character and mental stability of anyone who even remotely enjoys the media that we produce.
What would you guys get from Wendy's right now?
Right now, well, I mean. And the answer is always going to be the same any given time. Doesn't matter right now or later. I'm just going to go get a biggie bag because it's the most amount of food for the least amount of money. We addressed.
There's the Jew.
Yes. I paused for Sam to say that. We addressed that already. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I like paid like full price for an actual like main menu item from there. I eat at least one biggie bag a week, sometimes several biggie bags a week.
You're a Wendy's guy?
Wendy's guy. Of the like main of the major fast food chains. Absolutely Wendy's. Absolutely.
This is fascinating.
Absolutely Wendy's.
I know. I mean, my wife got me onto McDonald's, and I wasn't a huge McDonald's person, but no, I get you're shaking your head, but I get it. Like, I wasn't a big McDonald's person, but there's something about a McDouble and their fucking Diet Coke that takes me and sends me away. I I have the international McDonald's too, so I guess I'm just picking from a pretty decent one.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think Wendy's is pretty
like
gross.
You have the like highest quality McDonald's then if it's the international one, but also they do have their own proprietary Coca-Cola formula. Like they get a different one than every other vendor in the world that serves Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they left the cocaine in it.
So I could probably do like an actual topic on Diet Coke. It is the best way to consume Diet Coke.
McDonald's is.
Oh yeah, McDonald's is that it is proprietary. I think it is like a temperature thing with the water, and I think they put a little bit more syrup than everyone else. But like that's the best way to take in Diet Coke. The next one is horsecock cans from 7-Eleven. They're the 16-ounce aluminum cans. That's the second best way. The third best way is just a 12-ounce aluminum can. Then it's the 20-ounce bottles. And that's the way that. And then like you fucking 2-liter. And if you have a 2-liter, you just probably shouldn't drink Diet Coke.
Yep, but all of these are diet.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a Coke Zero person, but I think it's very swappable. If they don't have a Coke Zero, I would go with a Diet Coke. You know what I'm saying? So like,
because my preferred way of consuming Diet Coke is to not drink it and drink regular Coke, because what the fuck?
Yeah, but like that, honestly, like I get it. But I drink Diet Coke like it's water. And I did see a thing where apparently Diet Coke is now more hydrating than water. So honestly, like
Who
I was
published
drinking
that study? Coca-Cola.
I'll find it for you. I don't know. It fucking validated my opinion, so I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a fucking shit. It was on Twitter and it was health fucking news. You think I fucking looked at it? It validated my fucking opinion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your real fucking name, Brian? Brian.
Get his ass, Sean. Fuck yeah, Twitter news.
Diet Coke now more hydrating than water. You should actually.
I swear to
6
fucking God,
Diet
I'll find
Cokes
it.
A day.
I'll find it, man. This is bullshit.
You should drink 8 cups of Diet Coke a day.
That's right.
You guys
and
would be
0 water.
Output.
Holy! Do you ever drink water?
I would not, Sean. Don't worry, I would not.
There's water in Diet Coke.
Drinking water.
There's water in Diet Coke.
That's not what I asked.
Sean and I are the same. I love it.
Again, I don't know who this is. This guy had his new book, The Muscle Ladder. Jeff Nippard at Jeff Nippard. That's Nippard. Jeff spelled how you spell Jeff. Hydration impact of different beverages. Basically, any common drink will hydrate you well. Coffee doesn't dehydrate you. It just hydrates you slightly less effectively than water. Milk and orange juice are just about as effective as any oral rehydration solution. Figure 3 shows still water to reach a hydration index of 1. What's it? Diet Cola is just a hair above 1, like a skosh above 1. So you could say that technically it is more hydrating than water. Water gross.
So you don't drink water ever?
Science, bitch.
So I'm not afraid of it. I'm not hydrophobic. I can have some water, but I usually forget to have it in a day. So yeah, it's not like it's not me like protesting it.
Well, like there's water in Scotch, isn't there? So
sure. I don't know. I don't drink.
Yeah, I'm drinking water.
Sure. Carbonated water sucks.
Yeah,
little Yumper. I think that especially
I vehemently disagree with both of you.
La Croix is not good.
No,
I also
it's not. The point isn't to be good. The point is to give you relief after you fucking eat way too much because you can't control yourself.
Oh,
I don't have that problem.
That's why I have Diet Coke, dude.
That's
dude,
why
it's better water. I swear to God. Like, yeah, water's been around. We fucking get it. Like the planet was fucking created with water. Yada yada yada. Bullshit. Atmosphere. Fuck you, science. But like in 1900, whenever they created Diet Cola, I think maybe post World War II. But you know, they created better, new, improved water. It took like 2,000 fucking years or whatever to develop better water, but they did it. So I'm just saying, you're drinking better water.
You heard it here first.
If you drink enough of it, if you drink a 12-pack in a week, cold as fuck, maybe even get the horsecock cans from 7-Eleven, your mind will change. I swear to God, your taste palate will change, and you'll be saving yourself the sugar, and you won't die of diabetes.
Yeah,
and
your mind
will live
will
forever because aspartame.
Horribly addictive. That's why your mind will change, because you will physically be dependent then on Diet Coke consumption every day.
Flexing like Hulk Hogan, motherfucker.
And I'm glad we will mark you in the aspartame pronunciation category. We just had a debate about this.
Last Thursday.
This was one of our tweets of the week on Askcast this past Thursday, because 2 of the 4 of our panel that day pronounced it aspartame. And I have also heard other people out in the wild pronounce it aspartame. And
so, like, people just don't read, huh?
Yeah, or speak, or pay attention.
Like, I don't read. I'll tell you that. Like, I read articles and shit, like, because for my fucking job. But like, you will not catch me writing a book. I cannot. I don't even have the attention span to try to figure out audiobooks. Like, I will not read a book. But like, how do you not read enough to the point where you don't know how to say aspartame?
Well, I mean, I guess as devil's advocate here, reading isn't going to tell you how to pronounce a word.
But like, you see the word and then you learn how to pronunciate it, so you could read it in your head. Are these people without internal dialogue?
Hang on. What was the verb there? You learn how to what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just said words. I hope they were right.
Consult the stenographer here.
What did he say? Go back. What did they say?
You said pronunciate.
What's the word? Pronounce. Pronunciate.
I'm
British.
Sam will tell you that I've tried very hard to contain these urges, the grammar Nazi English correction urges, because it's stupid and it sucks. But if we're talking about English language specifically, and you're deriding other people for not being able to pronounce a word, and you
it took me what, an hour and a minute to get something wrong? God, give a guy a break. Aren't I a guest? I would hate to be a guest in your fucking dark home.
Hey, this is the brightest room. The rest of it is candle lit. Because I've sold all the copper out of the walls.
It's an oil. We have oil lamps.
Are they tea candles?
Are they what?
Tea lights?
Oh, well, those are the cheapest to buy in bulk. So yeah.
So like, do you ever like accidentally see yourself like stepping on one and then spilling oil on your foot, or is it not even an accident?
Why would I step on one? Why is it on the floor?
Well, I thought you were saying like it's lighting your way. Why? What? Do you have them like fucking? Do you have like fucking? What's it called? Like sconces that are stuck in your wall with?
Yeah, dude. You would, if it's a light, you're gonna put it on the wall.
So you're worried about buying tea lights in bulk, but you also bought a fucking 100 sconces to light your fucking house. This isn't adding up.
What do you mean bought? There's wood everywhere. You nail it to the wall. You've got a ledge.
You nailed that flimsy tea light holder. You can't nail through that. It crumbles, dude, man.
Drive through an alley, find a 2x4, take the 2x4, nail it to your wall, and then you rest your tea lights on there. That's problem solved.
Okay. No, I see now. I see that now. Like you're building out.
Yeah, problem solved.
You're building like a ledge.
Right. Now have I lost a few dozen houses to arson? Maybe. Did I start the fires in California? Maybe.
You dozen.
But that doesn't seem like a tea. That doesn't seem specific to the tea candle thing. This seems just more like an arson thing.
Yeah. Disregard that NSA. Strike that from the record, stenographer. Well, I don't know if you know, Sean. You watched enough of this show. Maybe you're aware by now. But yeah, the federal government watches every second of the show.
They should.
Yeah. Well, I wish they wouldn't. But I guess objectively, you're right that they should.
Yeah. What was the question?
Yeah, what was the question, Sam? Do we have a question?
It was your turn to ask.
Fuck.
That's a high register, Sam.
I don't know if you ever even asked a question. I think we just got here somehow.
Well, the topic was this show, so it follows that we're just going to talk about nothing.
Right.
Because this is nothing. And this guy's so cool and busy, and he just doesn't even care about this. So he's texting while we're talking to him.
My wife's mad at me.
What'd you say?
My wife's mad at me.
For what?
Because I haven't responded to her in a bit. I've got so distracted in the show. I haven't responded. I should have responded. And I don't think I've got to get going.
Yeah, Stoop started talking Wendy's and shit went down a rabbit hole.
So
Wendy's is number one. McDonald's fries are good. You can't eat them if you're a vegan because they got fucking beef.
Give me a second. I'm listening.
God damn it.
God damn it. I'm listening. I'm just saying, like, hey, I might move around a bit. Just give me a sec.
I react irrationally to things. You've watched the show. You should know. McDonald's fries are good. You can't eat them if you're vegan because they got beef juice all over them, but they are tasty. However, I personally find them to be way oversalted every time I've had them. And I think that's an American diet thing that people just want all the salt in the world. And that's... Sam, what's your position on salt? How much salt do you want in your food? Because a lot of people want all of it.
Don't want all of it. Some is fine.
Some is fine.
I don't like oversalted things. It hurts my soul. But oh my god.
Uh-oh. He teleported.
He did.
We can't hear you. The sound is not coming through the microphone.
Isn't it coming through now? That makes sense because I turned my microphone on now.
Yeah.
My bad. So now I thought I uploaded the show earlier, but I hadn't uploaded the show yet. So I'm actually I'm uploading my Big Ten.
Now he's doing work while he's on our show.
No.
God
I mean,
almighty.
it's just it's respectful. I swear to God. I thought it was. I swear to God.
It's respectful because I
Give me
say
a second.
so.
Yeah, give me a second.
Makes it okay.
Yeah, give me a second. Hold on.
You could have not told us.
No, because now it looks like I'm looking at something. And it's because I am.
Yeah, horse porn. We all are during the show.
Whoa. Okay, so that was the other one. So shout out to the bums. Shout out. We love the bums. Bums are good. We love the bums.
Shout out to horse porn.
Well, so Jason's topic of the 2000s anthology, porn anthology, that was intense.
Did you watch how much of that did you watch?
Not all of it. I saw the topic and I said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna not watch this one. I have to go see other topics.
I think you left at the right time in that episode.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I do think because that's a horny dude. You know, respect. We
just some scary words that you just said.
Respect. We love the bums, and I think that he's a great. HBIC is a great guy.
But like getting outporned by like my Sox Summer and the Sox Twitter world, like that's scary,
man.
I don't know if maybe that's a topic, like see who could outporn who.
I think, and because we were talking about porn, a lot of that episode ended up devolving more into like discussion about a generational divide, where anthologies are not something that people in our generation, around, assuming you're roughly around our age, Sean, a lot of people,
you guys are way older than me.
Are we?
I have no idea. But I'm gonna say it, and I hope I'm right.
All right. How old are you?
100.
I don't think so.
You're right. We're 150.
Yeah, we're all the same age. But a lot of that episode just.
I'm 27.
Damn it! Yeah, we are older than you. Fuck.
Yeah.
By a lot.
By 4 years. But
okay.
A lot of that episode broke down to just generational discussion because like anthology stuff was never important to us because really we came of age only like a year or two before there was high-speed internet. Whereas, of age. Mm-hmm. Whereas, those guys in that generation really had to make do with whatever was around and whatever they could get their hands on. And, salute, respect. And I understand why you're all so angry.
Me angry?
No. I was talking to
you're talking to Jason.
Gen Xers or the very oldest millennials or whatever, whatever you want to classify them as.
Gotcha.
I understand why they're so angry because they didn't have internet porn. They had to just do whatever they could get their hands on,
Well, it sounds like they're getting their hands on themselves, and honestly, just calm fucking down. And I know, Jason has a wife, so it's not like he's like on a list or anything, or hopefully not on a
list. Are we sure about that?
I said hopefully.
It may have been expunged.
Maybe it's on a bad list. No, maybe it's not like the list, but like maybe he's on a list. Maybe it's a good list. Maybe he's
contributor list.
Maybe he's getting into a nice club. He knows some people in the alcohol business. I think.
Maybe that's one of the favored categories. Expunged. Maybe he likes watching people get expunged.
Is that a bad word?
I don't know that word. No, I was making
that's like aspartame to me.
In case you haven't figured this out by watching at least 180 minutes of this show, my favorite jokes are the ones that suck and are not funny at all. Those are the ones that are funniest to me. Yeah.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, great.
Why be funny when you could just make people uncomfortable?
Correct. That's the funniest to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's very difficult to make Sam uncomfortable because he's already just so uncomfortable, especially with the state of his anus.
At all times.
Sam, do we want to talk about your anus?
This
is called
at the
Ask.
top of the show. You weren't even listening to this episode. We talked about his anus at the top of the show.
Do we want to circle back?
Circle.
I don't really know if it's a circle at this point.
Hello. What shape is it?
A trapezoid.
What shape is it?
Have you looked at it? There's an interview question for our guest. Sean, have you ever looked at your own butthole?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't?
Well,
I'm not that flexible.
Like, have I ever seen my butthole? Yeah, I've seen my butthole. Is it in a medical situation and not in like a, a mirror situation? Like, well, I guess it is a mirror situation.
Well, like how? Like you were just curious what your butthole looked like one day, and you're like,
I don't think I was having a good day, stomach wise. I don't really remember it, but yeah, I've definitely seen my ass.
I'm having a bad day.
Wait,
what?
Stu's picking up.
I need you to elaborate.
I
wasn't having a good day, so I looked at my butthole.
No, not like that. Not like as a pick me up. I think it was more like, hey, is it attached?
Is my butthole attached?
Yeah. You never been in that situation?
You were that
Nope.
It was that bad a poop day where you were like, I may have lost the hole.
Did I prolapse?
It was like the whole situation. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I've seen my butt. I've seen my butt. I've seen my butt.
Okay, but I'm being an interviewer and I'm trying to dig deeper here.
I feel like this is
no pun
not
intended.
even procrastinate. This is an interrogation. Like, move on from my ass.
Get out of my ass.
Why does everyone keep saying that to me?
Is there a question?
Yeah, why does everyone keep saying that to me? No. Let's see. I think it's Sam's turn because I asked something.
Yeah.
I asked if you'd seen your asshole, so it's Sam's turn.
There you go.
Sam, you can ask any other question. It'll be better on that one.
Also, it's an hour 12 here. This is you're also going to set the record for the longest episode.
I think that was Herb. So
yeah, I think it was like a minute. His was hour 16, I think.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we can wrap.
All right.
Up. I mean, it's Sam's choice. Sam can ask a question. Sam, either ask a question or in the show. I mean, you have two options.
Finally, my choice.
Come on, Sam. Your wife's rooting for you. You have dingleberries.
Yeah,
our body,
your choice, Sam.
That's a true ride or die. She knows. I would assume that woman knows what your butthole looks like, and she's still here.
Yeah. Unfortunate for her.
It is. I really feel bad for her, just in general.
I feel bad for my boss who was staring through the glass window, being like, "What is this?" And if he watches this, he is definitely going to have a talk with me on Thursday about having some guest appearances on podcasts.
Please show him this as my resume.
No.
These guys can come on the show.
Next question.
Oh boy. Sean, how many more of these should we keep doing?
Oh, I think it's a good bit.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think you should stop doing this bit.
Oh,
I think this is a good bit. I think that it is definitely difficult to book guests. And I know the struggle to book guests and to, have that confidence that someone's gonna, embrace it and talk. Even though they're being interviewed. I think it's difficult, but if this is a parody, if this is comedy, you just gotta lean into it. And if there's bad episodes, that's kind of the point.
Mm-hmm. When it's bad, it's good.
Yep.
Exactly.
If it's bad,
you're killing an hour either way. So you know what you're doing at 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
Murdering this fucking hour.
Murdering
it. This hour.
Killing the next hour too.
This hour is leaving behind a wife and children.
God, my wife's gonna leave me.
That's really the goal of this show.
To get my wife to leave me?
Well, just in general here on Talking Out of Our Ass, we want. I said it wrong. Talking out our ass. We'll clip that. We'll cut that. We just
ass is talking.
We just want
hours.
We just want to spike the divorce rate in this country. We feel like it's too low, and we want to pump those numbers up.
Okay,
that's really why we started.
I fuck with that.
We got
I fuck with that.
Rookie ass numbers. Gotta get those up.
Yeah, the rookie numbers. Pump those up in this racket.
Who's your guys like guest that you want, like top guest that you haven't booked yet. I guess it's the guest that you just didn't tell me about. Never mind. We already asked this question.
No,
We're circling back.
No, that's not a top one.
Just someone.
No, the top one.
Can I help? Can I help book them?
Sure.
You can probably help book the people I want.
Yeah, Sam's got a list like Schindler. I don't have anything. I just said that to make Sam laugh. I mean, I don't have a list, but I mean, shoot, we've gotten Herb, and that's been very gratifying for my insides, and I'd love to continue getting more at least somewhat known mainstream media personalities to come on here and swear and talk about buttholes with us, because I love that. And
if I could get Adam Hogue on the show, I would die.
Yeah, he's too busy.
Like,
I mean that respectfully to you guys. I don't think I could get Hogue on my show.
No.
And he's a White Sox fan.
I know. Otherwise, Jason Goff or Lawrence Holmes, that'd be great.
Yeah, I love. I mean, those are two of my favorite media, like people in general too. So yeah, that would be huge. But I don't have the list. Sam has the list.
I do have the list.
Be careful with that list.
Oh, I'm very careful with it.
I'm always making lists. That's not a sentence, Yumper.
No,
can you try again and do better? By the way, he was our first guest. Did you watch that?
Yes, that was the first one I've written that one down.
That was great, man.
He talked about movie storylines that could realistically happen in real life, which I think was smart.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't see the best part of that episode, though.
Yeah, you didn't see the best. You got to go back and just watch the last 5-10 minutes of that episode. I had never met Lil Yumper at that point, so that episode was my introduction to him. And I was like, I was sufficiently tipsy. I was sufficiently tipsy by the end of the episode. Also, in response to this comment here, I stopped myself from making that joke. I thought better of it. I was going to say, I know English isn't your first language. Wait, did I say that? I didn't say that, right? No. It was just in my head. Okay, good. But he said it now, so now I can say it.
Yeah, sure.
Great. I
mean, honestly, I had no idea. Listening to Yumper, I had no idea that his first language is English. He talks perfect English.
Perfect, yeah.
Perfect.
He's perfect in every way.
He's very nice. I mean, the only time I hear people talking about him is when he's giving them gifts. Like, I mean, honestly, and like I've heard that so many times that he just seems like a true gift giver. Yeah. And I've met him in person, and he's very, very what's it called? It's a bit. Where were the G? Fuck.
Genuine?
No, genuine. I wouldn't say Yump isn't genuine. Gregarious. Like he seems just like a warm person. Well,
like my next guest was gonna be Genuine, so
I love him.
I know, who doesn't?
Yeah.
My pony. What?
The only thing that can make Sam's life better is having two of me on here.
Again, we fit into black-haired white guy. It's just
that's right. Yep, we're one.
We all have this personality.
That's right. That's goddamn right. Final question from me: is the human race redeemable?
I mean, so like, no, but like, does that mean that we're gonna end? No, because like they were doing pretty horrid shit back in the BCs. Like, there's just always been horrid shit going on. I think that one of the better theories is that our eyes and our brains have like kind of covered up the horrors of our world, and that our brains are so powerful that we are living in a different dimension that we realistically are. Our brains are just creating visions of a better looking world than we want to see, because there are no immediate threats to us outside of ourselves. That's why people are afraid of cigarettes in the red line.
That's
why.
That's the fucking dopest answer to that question. Dear God, I can't add anything to that, and I don't even want to make any jokes because that was awesome. Sam,
I don't have any more questions for you, Sean. So
did you have a question all night?
I did.
Oh, okay, they were good.
That's
Thank
rude.
You.
I didn't. It sounded rude. I meant it more as like a joke, and then it came off really rude.
So did this guy even ask me a question?
I love you guys. I'm sorry.
We appreciate you coming out, Sean. What would you like to plug while you're here?
No, nothing. My things are plugged. What?
Actively?
Always primed and ready.
Is that a medical decision or for pleasure or?
I'll let you decide.
All right, viewers at home, we'll put up a poll. Does Sean have all his does Sean have all his things plugged for pleasure or business?
You find out. You know, it's
We
a journey.
will.
The journey to the center of my butthole.
Aw, that's
My
romantic.
my favorite porn anthology.
Oh boy.
The journey inside himself. Well, Sean, thank you so much for joining us. Everybody who's been in the comments for this long, thank you as well. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream, subscribe to the channel. If not, that's rude, but whatever. Sean, what you got for us?
Real quick, just we can end it literally on this. Beef Loaf at 6:56 said checking in to see if Sean's topic doesn't suck, and that motherfucker's still here, so we did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All right.
Sorry.
There is no Ask this Thursday, so we'll see you next week for Ask next Thursday, and you all have a lovely evening. Good night.